Hello, my brothers and sisters in Christ. The Lord be with you. What a week. I'm pretty sure that we're all ready for this to end. Maybe even the true hardcore introverts among us. But even though I know that it will end, when that end will be is still to be determined. So I wanted to take this opportunity to share a few things with you. Many of you were able to join Pastor Taylor and Lee and Cara and me for virtual worship on Sunday. And I want to thank you for all the positive comments and affirmations. We really felt your support and we need your encouragement, so thank you. The next installment of our Worshipful Opportunities is scheduled to air this Thursday. We thought having two short or shorter worship opportunities during the week was a better option these trying times than a 1 hour long sort of traditional worship service on Sunday morning. Besides, I don't want you to get used to putting me on pause while you warm up your coffee or get a beer. I know who you Eagle fans are. But seriously, our hope is that we can nourish our spirits together even if we have to do so virtually. So be on the lookout for Worshipful Experience in Unordinary Time #2 on Thursday. We'll keep working at making these worship opportunities better, even as we all very much look forward to the day when we can gather together for worship in our sanctuary. A few gatekeeping items to share with you. Some of you have asked about access to the sanctuary for prayer and meditation. We have devised a plan to make the sanctuary accessible to you for that purpose, and I think we can do that while still complying with the governor's recent stay-at-home order. As I understand it, religious institutions are exempt, but are asked not to contribute to the spread of the virus by having groups meet at the church. By the way, the Labyrinth will be out in the fellowship hall and available. And if you've never walked the Labyrinth before and are interested, I made a short introductory video on that ancient spiritual discipline. You can give it a look if you're interested. So, the sanctuary and the Labyrinth prayer walk will be open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. But there are rules. Presbyterians do things decently and in order, after all. If you feel safe enough to come for prayer and meditation, then please look at the video I made explaining the rules to follow so that we can keep ourselves and our WPC brothers and sisters as healthy as possible. And of course, please, 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 if you have any of the signs of being sick, stay home and take care of yourselves. By now, I'm sure you know the signs. If not, please go to the CDC website for the correct information and latest guidance. Now, it is my most fervent hope that we will be able to worship together on Easter morning, if possible in person, even if we need to sit 6 feet apart from one another. If not, and circumstances will permit, then we'll try to live stream our worship service. We'll just have to wait and see. And of course, everything is subject to change at a moment's notice. Next, some of you have asked what they can do to help those in need. Our deacons continue to monitor the situation as best they can under the circumstances and are planning to help families in need as we approach Easter, as they do every year. But if you or your family find yourselves in need, please contact me directly. I will keep your requests confidential and will work to get you the help you need. If you wish to donate any food items, you can do so by dropping off your food offerings in the red wagon by the office wing door, just off the parking lot. If no one's at the church and the church is locked, the red wagon will be outside the office wing doors, and you can't miss it. I've also been asked about how you can continue to give your monetary pledge in support of our mission and ministry at the church. First of all, thank you for your support and your concern during this time of financial uncertainty. I know that many of you give electronically, which means that you can stay at home and let the bank handle things for you. But for those of you who, like Cindy and me, and she's the one who really wants this because she likes to place the offering in the plate, 35 years, I still listen to her. So if you're like Cindy and me and you write a check for your pledge offering, and it's actually the only check I write anymore, you can mail your offering to the church, of course. And if you'd like to get out of the house for a bit, we'll be installing a locking security wall-mounted mailbox at the office wing doors later this week. You'll find it adjacent to the Red Wagon. Once the mailbox is installed, please feel free to drop off your offering envelope there. Lastly, I'd like to leave you with some words of wisdom from a favorite author of mine. And no, it's not Frederick Buechner. It's Mr. Rogers. And here's what he writes. We'd all like to feel self-reliant and capable of coping with whatever adversity comes. But that's not how most human beings are made. It's my belief that the capacity to accept help is inseparable from the capacity to give help when our turn comes to be strong. It can sometimes be difficult to ask for support when we need it. But having someone we can count on to stick with us through the tough times can make those times much more bearable. My friends, be strong for each other, but also be strong enough to reach out when you need a little help. It can be as simple as picking up your phone and sending a text, getting to your computer or iPad and sending an email, or picking up the phone and just making that phone call. Please reach out, be strong for one another. And remember that our gracious and loving God is always near. As disciples of Jesus Christ, we know that our help comes from the Lord. So blessings, friend, and I'll see you virtually on Thursday.